Hey Virgos, how are you guys doing? Welcome to the third week of October. We're finishing up Libra season. And we're going into Scorpio season. Oh, had a card flip over there. So, the deck that I'm using today is called the Ostara Tarot. That's O-S-T-A-R-A. And I wanted to point out that before I started shuffling the cards, I got like an intuitive ping that said, "Don't skip your coffee this week." So for some of you guys, you might have a tough day at work, and that extra 2 minutes to drink that coffee might really make the difference. Okay. Like, obviously, if you guys don't drink coffee, then do whatever it is that gets you into the right mindset to start working and to do sort of whatever it is that gets you energized and pumped up in the morning. Like, if you guys need to take like a cold shower before you go to work or whatever, and you're running late and you're like, do I really need it? Like, it's important, I feel, this week in particular, that you start off the week feeling like you're ready for the day. Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys the same thing that I told Leo, is that I'm getting a lot of cards that popped up in the other readings this week. So I even like took an extra 5 minutes between readings this time to really, and there's more confirmation, to really shuffle up the cards. I basically divided them up to 6 stacks. Then I took each stack and divided those into 6 stacks, and then shuffled all those together and then shuffled them on screen. So I'm definitely at a point here where if the card came out, it's because it was meant to come out. And I feel like you guys are sharing a lot of fates with other people this week. So definitely if you're dealing with like a Leo or a Taurus, I think also a Gemini. I think Cancer got one of these cards. The King of Wands came up, the Ace of Cups came up, and the Six of Cups have come up, and also the Queen of Pentacles. So if you guys have, other placements, especially placements that are like in the first 6 of the zodiac, like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, or Leo, I would definitely consider going and watching those readings as well, just because I feel like this week everyone's really intertwined. I still haven't done the other 6 readings yet. You guys are like almost dead in the middle. So, if you guys want to take a look at those readings too, I would recommend it this week, just because with this 3 of Pentacles as your overall energy, you're definitely working together with someone. You guys are definitely in a situation, like, I feel like this week in particular for almost everyone is for like the collective, is very work together energy, because all the cards are so just like shared among everyone. So the first thing that like really catches my attention here is this King of Swords in reverse. So the King of Swords in reverse is cold and cruel, sometimes dishonest. So my sort of warning to you guys is like, don't fall into that energy. I feel like with this Page of Swords, you're at like a point where, for some of you at least, you're at a point where you can decide, like, do I want to go about it the honest route, or do I want to go about it like the less than honest route, and or like the cruel route, the cold route. So like, don't be that person that like does things that you wouldn't normally do, that you wouldn't be proud of later. Because I see the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, which is your element. So the Queen of Pentacles talks about Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And then you also have the the King of Wands here. So like, definitely if you guys are at a point where like you can do things one way or the other way, do the way that resonates most with you. Because I feel like at the end of the day, your integrity is going to matter more to you than what the actual outcome is. And like, I know it's hard, especially when you're like trying to work with other people. It might be tempting to like be the people pleaser and buy into the group think sometimes, and just sort of feed people what they want to hear for like the harmony of it all. But I really am feeling that sometimes you have to stir the pot, and I think it might be you this time that has to stir it, just because there's things here that I think need to be talked about. I think whatever conclusion you come to in that, that feels like it might be like workplace related, but like in love, I definitely am seeing really good stuff here. So like, so far my only piece of advice is don't fall into this King of Swords reversed energy. Be the Hierophant, which talks about Taurus energy. The Hierophant is learned, is very smart, is very academically smart, and very sort of wise in like a street smarts kind of way. So the Hierophant has it all. They know how people work. And with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you guys are going into your stability. You're very much at a point where, you know, you feel in your element, which is always a nice card to have in your reading. And with the King of Wands, I feel like that's where you're going. The Queen of Wands, or King of Wands, I should say, you have the ability to be, you know, very charming with strong charisma, or like very warm and very loyal to the people that you care about, because that's how the King of Wands works. And like right in the center of the reading, I'm seeing the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. And those are fantastic cards to have in regards to a love reading, because it means that you're going to see a new start, and you're going to see the passion, and you're going to see the love. And the good thing about Virgo is that you guys really do have that junction and that grit to really make relationships stable and work. Even though it's like passionate like a firework, I'm not getting it's going to fizzle out. I'm getting that you guys are really going to be able to maintain the stability in this. And like whatever's coming in, it's coming in fast. Because like I see the Eight of Wands over to the right side. So this card with the eagle is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands tells of fast communication. And with that Six of Cups, the Six of Cups to me talks about like sometimes soulmate energy, but it really talks about that feeling of falling in love for the first time. For some of you, I feel like you might never have experienced that. You might have been too school focused or work focused, or maybe just the people that you had in your life didn't really like spark those feelings of like true, deep, passionate love. It may have been that in the past you were this cold, sort of unloving kind of person for some of you. But I feel like now you're really experiencing what love has to offer for a lot of you guys. or you're experiencing that again. And with this Eight of Wands, it's coming with like airmail. It's coming really fast. I'm also getting that it might be somebody who is coming on an airplane, and that's hence the eagle. So with that, I'm seeing that there is an element of waiting here with the Three of Wands. I feel like you've sort of already decided who this person is. Like, this definitely isn't the beginning stage of who this person is. Or, sorry, this isn't like the beginning stage of this situation. This is like already a couple steps ahead, and now you're sort of getting into the mid game here. This person is coming in. Like I said, they could be a Taurus with this Hierophant card, but definitely you are in your intuition. To me, the Hierophant feels like the counterpart to the High Priestess. So it speaks of intuition. It speaks of, you know, being a leader, especially like in a spiritual, on a spiritual plane. So I feel like you guys have an awesome reading, especially with that Ace of Cups and that Ace of Wands right in the middle. I hope that you guys know that you're in for a treat here. So that was your reading for the third week of October. It was a great reading. If you guys enjoyed the content, please consider leaving a comment or a like. And if you guys want to see my next video next week, when I upload on Mondays, consider subscribing. And with that, I hope to see you guys next week on your next weekly reading.